Imagine the tension of a high-stakes rugby match boiling over, and the coach's casual thumbs-up gesture becomes the talk of the town, a simple act that divides fans and sparks endless debates. But here's the real twist. Was it a sarcastic shot at the home crowd, or something far more heartfelt? Let's dive into the story behind South Africa's victory over Ireland and uncover what Rassie Erasmus really meant by that moment. Just 40 minutes ago, Rassie Erasmus stepped up to clarify a seemingly minor incident from the coach's box during South Africa's hard-fought 24-13 triumph against Ireland at the Aviva Stadium. The game had been a fiery affair, filled with petty squabbles, heated exchanges, and plenty of on-field friction between the two teams. As Erasmus emerged from the box post-match, cameras captured him giving a thumbs-up toward the stands, which many interpreted as a parting insult to the Irish supporters. Yet, the Springboks head coach was quick to dismiss that notion, insisting it was nothing of the sort. "I was actually responding to South African fans right in front of me who were shouting out thanks," Erasmus explained firmly. "You see, the coach's box is designed to be soundproof, so it's tough to pick up the full energy from the crowd. I recall my time coaching Munster here. That's a rugby team in Ireland, for those new to the sport. And it was the same deal. You often miss the real vibe unless it's relayed through the referee's microphone. And this is the part most people miss." Erasmus didn't stop at defending his gesture. He went on to praise the Irish atmosphere in a way that might surprise you. He called the Aviva Stadium special and highlighted how the crowd shows good manners during kickers, like staying quiet to let the player concentrate. He even appreciated the pre-match military band performance and the warm welcome given to South African player R.G. Snyman when he ran onto the field. For beginners in rugby, this is a great example of how sporting events can blend tradition, respect, and excitement. Think of it like a polite applause in the middle of a heated debate. So, what was the thumbs-up really about? Erasmus clarified it as a genuine thank you to his fellow South Africans, while also expressing admiration for how Irish fans back their team, especially after 19 consecutive home wins for Ireland. That streak underscores the uphill battle South Africa faced, making their win even more significant. But here's where it gets controversial. Not everyone buys Erasmus's explanation. Some argue that in the heat of a bad-tempered match like this one, where Ireland even played with 12 players for a spell, gestures can carry more weight than words, and perceptions might not always align with intentions. Was it truly innocent, or a subtle dig fueled by the game's niggle? It's the kind of moment that fuels rugby rivalries and gets fans debating for weeks. Personally, I lean towards believing Erasmus, given the context. But what do you think? Was he playing it straight, or is there more to unpack? The win marked South Africa's first victory in Dublin in 13 years, a grind that came down to surviving those tough moments and holding their nerve. Erasmus acknowledged it was a big achievement against a dominant Ireland side, though he kept things grounded. They're still ahead, 3-2, in our last 5 encounters, so we're not getting ahead of ourselves. But yeah, that victory beer sure hits different. He also reflected on the demanding schedule, noting that many players are heading straight back to Japan or the United Rugby Championship. That's a major European rugby league, for context, next week. It's a reminder of how grueling the rugby calendar can be, with teams juggling international duties and domestic leagues. As the final whistle blew, Erasmus couldn't contain his emotions. He immediately hopped onto X, formerly Twitter, to send a loving message to his South African fans. "Love you," he posted just seconds after the game ended. It's a sweet, spontaneous touch that humanizes the coach behind the tactics. In the end, this incident highlights the fine line between sportsmanship and spectacle in rugby. Erasmus swatted away the off-field drama, focusing on the relief of a tough win. But it leaves us wondering, do gestures like this unite or divide? Should coaches be more mindful of perceptions, or is it all part of the game's passion? Share your thoughts in the comments. Did the thumbs up bother you, or do you see it as no big deal? Let's discuss.